This was a bad fucking idea for a video. And an intro, honestly. Tastes like someone pissed battery acid into apple cider. Damn. Oh, Lord. I deserve this, though, because we're about to talk about Silent Hill 2. And when a remake goes way too far and way too short. Oh, God. It doesn't even taste like anything. It tastes like... It tastes like how alcohol smells. Ugh. Oh. I hope to God Arizona retweets this, because this is the most suffering I've had this month. God. Okay, we had to do the edit because, of course, you know, we have to edit the videos now because they make it look a little better. But, oh, God, that was like drinking battery. That was like drinking how alcohol smells. Lord. Okay, the Silent Hill 2 review. Okay, let's just let the review part out of the way. It controls nice, it sounds nice, the voice acting isn't bad. I like the additions to areas. I think it is structurally fine. I don't mind the story changes, which are few and far between. I like that they expanded a bit of James's personality, which little bit of he had. And I like the combat. Now, the bad. There's way too many fucking mannequins. Like, there's over 300 enemies that I personally found throughout the game. I'm guessing about 275 of those were mannequins. I don't like the boss fights. Like, they're way too, well, brutal in some cases. I hate the fact that my health goes down like every other hit. Like, I'm almost in danger in some cases. There's no way to actually gauge the health bar, which sucks. You only get two types of health items now. The syringe, the health drink, and the syringe. They got rid of the ampule and the first aid kit, which sucks. Like, it was great having 3 tiers of healing items. People say there's way too many healing items. I didn't see that. Because the final boss fight, you kind of had to nuke everything. Then again, I could just suck. Which might be true. But, that does bring up the question at the end, what I did in the opening, where I drank this, abomination. It smells like if apple cider died. Anyway, we'll come back to that later. It does beg the question, did the remake go too far or too little? Because in terms of story, it's the same story. It's not like with the RE2 remake where they tried to, like, fix it up and tie it in a nice little bow where the characters had their own certain big bad at the end of their stories or stuff like that. It's not like with Alone in the Dark where they just called it a remake, but in reality it's just a new story set at the time of the original game. It's not like Dead Space, which remade the game, made it look super nice, and then filled in plot holes and potholes. It's not like... Brain fart. Shit. Sorry about that. I'm trying to think of another horror remake we've had. Like Capcom's done all of them. Like, Capcom's the big one, and the big criminal in this case. They did all the remakes, didn't they? Because, like, RE3, it basically streamlined RE3's plot, but you could beat it under an hour. They did RE4, which was critically acclaimed, but I'll say it right now, I think Dead Space was the better of the two. God, it's really a good question, though. Like, did they go too far or too little? Well, in my case, it's both. They went too far in terms of the combat. The enemies are too many. Like, you could, in the original, not fight a damn thing. Even the bosses, in some cases. Like, Pyramid Head, you can actually get away with not fighting. In this one as well, except the final fight. But, you can't get away with fighting a lot of the enemies in this one. They will hunt you. They can even go through doors. In the original, it was a lot. Puzzles were a lot less cryptic in terms of where you had to go. In this one, one of the bigger puzzles is in the beginning is trying to find a coin for the record. This is something Yahtzee brought up today in his review, but he's right. It was cryptic. You have to go to multiple places. You have to go to Beefy Burger. You have to go to a pharmacy. There's a lot more ground to cover in Silent Hill 2, which is both likable if you could explore more and read more about the town, but there's not as many files in this case. There's not as much readable material in this case. And I think that's a big problem in this case. I feel like, if you're going to expand the town, expand the lore behind Silent Hill. You don't get much of the lore unless you go the main areas of the game. When you go to the prison and the labyrinth, you get some more lore, but you don't get as much as you should. I feel like the game, if it's going to be expanded this much, we should get more lore expanding this. We don't get the Maria side story, which I feel like we should have gotten in this. We don't, in the game, we do get a segment where Maria talks about this house nearby that she doesn't want to go near. And we never find out why, which I feel like is either is hinting at DLC, which I feel like would be nice. I would love to know why she won't want to go in that house. We do get some information on James. Apparently he will not drink. He does not like alcohol, which I'm sort of joining him on this case. Oh, why'd I do that? Oh God, it sort of grows on you. Oh God, my stomach hates me for that, by the way. Oh, it comes at you in way. Oh, I do have fucking water. God, thank God. Oh, give me a minute. I'm leaving that in. I don't fucking care. Oh God, where was I? Oh yeah, Maria in the house. They expand a bit of basically every area is expanded. The hospital looks like an actual hospital now. A lot of people are going to complain about that. I personally, as someone who's been to many different hospitals, I like that little bit of information. I like the fact that they expanded the hospital to look like an actual fucking hospital. I do want to know if this is going to lead to a remake of Silent Hill 1 or 3, because if it is, I think I would love to see that, because, I love 3 more than I love 2. And I feel like this would have been a nice way to, hint at it. There's some Easter eggs in the game, and I think I like this. Now, in terms of what I said earlier, did they do too much or too little? I feel like there's a theory in this, and I'm going to ask you guys to skip to a certain point. I'll look at the video when I'm done recording and tell you guys and I'll tell you in the comments when to skip to. Because I have a theory on what's going on with this remake. It's a weird theory. It's weird. It's weird. Because it doesn't have to do with the new endings. There's 2 new endings. I haven't unlocked them yet. But it's a theory on what's going on with the Easter eggs. Some of these Easter eggs give this calm, soothing music going on. So here's my theory. I feel like it has to do with the leave ending, where James leaves Silent Hill and nothing bad happens to him, and he leaves with Laura and stuff like that. So, my theory is, with some of these endings, he just repeats Silent Hill, the events of Silent Hill 2. With the Maria ending, he repeats the events of Silent Hill 2. With the with the water ending, he dies, but he doesn't really die, does he? He just keeps repeating. He's stuck in this hellhole. With 2 of the endings, he ends up just stuck in this series of events. So my theory is he never leaves Silent Hill. The only time he leaves is the leave ending. The Maria ending just repeats the events of Silent Hill 2. He comes back no matter what happens in these events. So we get these memory moments. These Easter egg moments are not Easter eggs. They're memories of the events he's been experiencing in Silent Hill. So I'm sorry I skipped there. I have an air-cooled brain. It's been air-cooled by Arizona Hard Iced Tea Lemon. It's So essentially, you're not seeing Easter eggs. You're seeing memories of when James was either frustrated or James finally had enough and destroyed these, because he's experienced these moments so many fucking times. He's finally had enough and he's destroyed them. He's finally smashed them and he's gotten angry at them. Or there's moments where he feels calm at them and they're calming him and they're making him cooler and cooler headed. And then finally, he gets the one ending. The leave ending is a redemption ending that lets him get the hell out of this godforsaken thing. As it's a redemption, it wants him to leave and lets him be finally calm, cool, collected. It lets it tell him that it was a mercy killing for Mary, or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a freaking theorist. But at the end, you're finally just gone. And you can leave. And you can finally make up for your life. Because you don't know what's happening anymore. That's a theory, at least. I'm not going to call it a game theory. It's just my theory. But as it stands, I have to actually just keep checking stuff, sorry. As it stands, I feel like this is a good game if you've never played the original Silent Hill 2. But if you have played it, though, that is where I have a problem. Because if you've played the original, you're going to find problems with this. Like the abundance of enemies, the combat system. Fucking Eddie, again. Eddie is probably the biggest piece of bullshit boss fight in the game. But, as it also stands, it's some of the best gameplay I've had in the year. I've beaten it all the way through. It took me a week because I played at night with headphones on. Because it does 3D audio great. The music is superb, of course. They brought Yamaoka back, whose music does not sound like a brick in a fucking dryer. I think I'm paraphrasing someone on this website when they said that. Hint. I want that soundtrack anyway. But anyway, as I stated, I recommend Silent Hill 2, and I recommend everyone at least try it when they have the chance. It's probably going to go on sale. It topped 1 million sold so far, which I'm hoping it does another 1 million in the future. Probably when it goes on sale, we'll see more games sold. As it stands, I got another review in the pipeline next time. Probably going to be up next week. I'm going to record it over the weekend or next week. I don't know. Maybe it'll be up the week after. I mean, the world's on fire right now, and I'm drinking... Fuck, I'm not drinking that again. I'm already feeling sick from it. As it stands, I love y'all. Enjoy the outro. And as always, love all y'all. Hey, you made it to the outro. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to leave a like and subscribe, that helps the channel out a lot. If you don't, please leave a dislike and tell me what you didn't like in the comments. If it's your birthday, happy freaking birthday. And if it's not your birthday, I still want you to have a very nice day. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!